Hello, and thank you for having me. I look forward to potentially working with you in the future. For the first part of this interview, I will be answering the question, tell me about yourself. My name is Paul DiDonato. I'm a junior at Temple University. This is my third year attending this college, as I was accepted directly out of high school. Unlike most people applying for this job, I am not a Fox School of Business student. I'm a construction management major in the College of Engineering at Temple University, a major and profession that I love. Some skills that I have that I believe could help you and your company include great leadership, amazing teamwork, and the ability to adapt and learn to any situation. In high school, I took mostly honors classes and still was able to play for varsity soccer team. Between these two, juggling them back and forth, I became a great leader and learned teamwork to the highest level. Teamwork and leadership are two things that are very important in the business world. Being able to work with others is very important, and I believe that I could work with anyone in any situation. When it comes to work, I have been working for a company called Sipka Inc. for the past 3 years as an intern. This intern is related to my major and the field of study that I plan on working once I graduate. Here I worked as a project manager and estimator on small jobs and sometimes large jobs, depending on the thing. At this job, I learned very well how to work with a team. In the real world, no one works alone. You always work with someone. Here, I had to work with other estimators, other project managers, as well as other business professionals from other companies. Through here, I learned the language and the business in and out. The next part of this interview is tell me about a significant accomplishment in your life. One of the biggest accomplishments in my life is being accepted to Temple University and going to college in general. I worked hard my entire life in high school, maintaining a 3.7 GPA while I graduated. I took honors classes. I was able to juggle sports with it. I tried so hard just to get to college. Temple University was my number one choice and the only place I applied to. As soon as I was accepted, I was so excited to go and just start my new life. Now, the reason Temple University is my greatest accomplishment is because I consider it the major part in my life as that defines who I am now. I wasn't always a construction management major. I started out as an information technology major in the College of Science and Technology. Here, I studied and I loved it. But through growth and adaptation, I realized that that is not where I want to go within my life. Then I switched into the College of Engineering as a construction manager, and now I love it. With that said, the beginning of my career at Temple was still important because I was able to earn a minor in information technology. As a junior now, I was able to find the path that I would like to go on for the rest of my life. That's very important. Through Temple, I learned how to live on my own, learned how to adapt to situations that I did not know how to do before school. So, all in all, Temple University was my greatest accomplishment in life because it taught me how to survive from now on the rest of my life. Also, it is setting me up for the future. The third part of this interview is tell me about something that you learned in class. I've learned so many things in Professor Petrucci's class. As an engineering student, I don't get to experience all of the business classes that the Fox students do, so I only have to take a few courses. HRM was an elective that I chose because I heard that it was an introductory course for all business in general. It taught you the basics in business and so on. Everyone was correct who told me this because it's one of my favorite classes this semester. One thing that I learned that stuck with me is culture. In class, we discussed how culture is very important and can make or break a company in the future. It decides who's hired, who's not hired, who works with who doesn't work well with others. So in culture, there's 3 parts that I remember I learned: values, norms, and beliefs. Values is what we stand for, norms is how we interact, and beliefs is what we believe in and strive for. One thing that I learned through culture is that values shape the culture. What you stand for shapes the culture. So what you stand for needs to be equal throughout everyone in the culture. Otherwise, it will not work. Something related to culture that stuck with me and will last my entire life is leadership. Leadership is very important to me because in the future, I would like to own my own company and lead people. Leaders create shared values, which creates culture. Leadership is very important to me because from class I learned management and leadership are two different things. Before this class, I did not think they were two different things. Management is telling people what to do. Leadership is influencing others to accomplish goals that the leader perceives. This is very important to me because I don't want to be the type of boss that sits in the back, points fingers, and tells people what to do. I want to be the type of boss that jumps in with the employees, does what they do. With this said, a part of leadership from class that is very important is transformational leadership. To me, this is a leadership that I would like to, in the future, present to my employees. From here, I will influence others to lead others so that I don't have to do everything. This way, everyone is a leader in the job and everyone has a management position. So, all in all, I've learned so many things in this class, and thank you again for this opportunity.